Just so you know, I am not with the people who go around listening to other people and blurting their lives out and saying stuff is theirs, or they had different conversations with their friend, or like I went in Tops yesterday, and I'm hearing one of my old conversations with somebody I did not let in the house. I did not let this guy Jim in the house. He tried to shake me down, but I gave him an idea, and it was used, and it was very successful in the arts area. That's what I'm talking about. You know, the community accepts people get listening to stuff while people blurt it out on the line, they call it. It's nothing new. It's just a lot of people aren't introduced to this, stuff about when, because in New York State, supposedly it's technically illegal to listen to somebody's conversation, but you can listen around. It's like one of the messed up things, and naturally the scum take full advantage of listening around, you know, and they use it against people, and they really get credit for what other people do, more than a lot of good people that don't know nothing about it in life. They really ruins people's lives, and my life is ruined by these losers who listen around. And Russo down the road, I think, and at least at the time, and it changes because you get just so many scums in the community that peep in Tom. And then they whisper stuff when you walk in stores, try to provoke violence. But I hear in such New York, I hear there's an actual bus that drives around. I don't know who these people are, but basically they listen all around the area, and I heard it's an actual bus, and I know they've been doing it for me for years. Whether they're in cars, someplace sitting, just repeating what I say fast, and other people, and even putting it into music. It is really sick. They won't admit to it, and like some guy at work, I said something was a comment when I was in my own work vehicle alone, and I walk in there, and the guy yells, "Oh!" He repeats what I said. He says, "If that was you, you're gonna get sued." I snapped, man, because I said, "Well, I'm afraid of getting sued, because you'll never tell me, the group that's blurting me out, because I'll sue them." Or they're illegal. Everybody goes along with it because a lot of people aren't talented in the arts field, and they're not creative. They might anybody can learn an instrument technically. You know, I hate to say it, I want to give credit to people who play instruments. There's a lot of schooling, but that doesn't mean you're creative. It just means you can play. An instrument is like, ABC. Okay, learn the ABC. You repeat it, you move on to something else. Repeat it, you memorize it, okay? That doesn't mean creative, all right? The creative people already, the want to break into the business, need stuff. I said this for decades and decades while I'm harassed with each store I go in, you know? Uh, you know, and I don't know the names, Fritz, Kim, Jim. I mean, but it doesn't mean it's only them. A lot of people join forces, and it's just, I don't know. But I know they're trying to steal from me over and over still, and they they have names. They just give somebody else's names. He said it, and then they buy off of them under the table and make real deals somewhere. I mean, it's just sick. Yeah, that's all they're gonna say to themselves is somebody else is sick, while they never confront them, and when they try to kick you out of the store in public, the community calls it harassing or word of mouth, and it's just terrible stalking and blurting out, and you know, all by word of mouth they ruin people's reputation. Well, it's true, and people shouldn't allow that. They should be smarter than that, and that's that. It's like them cry for help. Uh, People which want to commit suicide, which they should, probably. You know, they want to lie about somebody else because their life's crap because they watch too many, you know, TV shows which they want to be, so they can't be there because they're not talented and they don't want to go into another field. So what they do is, make up what somebody else has done. and then try to ruin their life, And, you know, the world would be better off if they committed suicide. Really, because they just ruined somebody else's life. And then, oh, I don't want to buy your product because this and that. Because basically the person's getting harassed and slandered throughout the community. And people know it, but they're going along with it because they're in their clique. So, shame on the community, you know? And they're not smart enough to do something about the actual reason or cause, you know? So, like people like me, I got to send out letters to corporate, complaints, stuff like that. Well, I'm getting harassed by the workers who, and the friends that come in the store, and they're the puppet because they did something wrong. They got something on them. They don't know. They should just turn around and say, well, this person's harassing me and lying, but he's trying to get me for something, so I got to be his puppet. Get out of my face. All you fucking puppets, get out of my face. All you people that don't know how to live a regular life. All you people that made me live a regular life. All you thieves and scums, kids, teenagers, which I love, because I got a young mind, and I'm creative. So I'm gonna like all models of the world. But all you people who ruined it for me, get out of my face. Don't try to be friendly with me over and over and over. We stuck up for you. No, you didn't. You're a goddamn drug dealer and thief and nothing in life. And your kid is not an artist. Your wife's not an artist. So you take from me and you say somebody else said it with your group. Get out of my face, you nobodies. You lights, you signals. You ain't crap. You just ruin people's lives. Like that Led Zeppelin song or whatever it is. All these other songs, it's out there. I forget the lyrics of the Zeppelin, but I don't know. The songs out there, they steal. You steal, They're thieves. You don't care about somebody else's life. Get out of my face. I care about the world. So you get out of my face. Or you people put up my life and other people's illegally and wrongfully and get somebody else gets credit for it. I walk in the Target and I hear my fucking life. It's somebody else's. And that's been going on for what? All my life probably, because Satanists and drug dealers. And I was a good person. That's why they like me. They were using me.